Good evening, everybody. This your boy Chief Eli, and now you tuned in to Talk to Your Boy Podcast Show, Episode 7. Hold up a moment. I'm missing something. By the way, there's no announcements in this episode. We're gonna get straight to it. I don't have no notes. I'm gonna freestyle basically this shit here. But first, I'll be right back. Yeah. First, I gotta get my swerve on. You know, we talked about it. Open up a little, Yeah, I'm just gonna freestyle this segment today. Whatever comes out of my mind, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I had a tough time again at work. Let me give y'all an update what happened at work yesterday. So, I was working. I was doing the forklift driving. And you know, my boss been fucking with me about that lunch break, remember? She told my coworker a day before that he's gonna start going to lunch on time from now on. I was wondering this whole time why she sweat me about my lunch break. I peeped it out. I'll tell you what happened. So, I'm driving on forklift. 4 pallets had to take out the trailer. So I took out 2. When I went to take out the 3rd one, I hear her come out to the warehouse because my coworker came back from lunch. And now it's my turn to go to lunch. I see her look, because I know when he comes, I look around to see where she at. And I see her, she's in her office through the glass. She looked through her watch and she came out there. I heard her say, "Carlos!" She called the warehouse manager. He was loading up a container. He gets off his forklift to come tell me, get off my forklift, go to lunch, that he'll take out the rest of the 2 pallets. I said, "Bro, I only got 2 pallets. Let me just finish." She's like, "No, go to lunch." I said, "Let me finish the pallet. I seen that she came and told you something." He's like, "No, just go to lunch. I got this." I said, "Nah, man, fuck that. She don't control shit here. I don't give a fuck. She the boss, my nigga. This is personal, my nigga. She wants something. She got something to do with me personally, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's the personal issue she got. So you know what I did? Fuck that. I can't go. She saw that. She came back to the warehouse. Went to the warehouse manager. I told him he didn't listen. So and then she like, "Marco." She called my name. I was like, "Huh?" She like, "Let go to take on. I only got 2 pallets to take out. Let me just take it out and go to lunch." And she like, "No, not a minute less, not a minute." Who you talking to like that? Me? Took off in the forklift. She's like, "Hey," and I'm passing by her. She like, "Hello," and I keep passing her. She like, and then when I came back from taking the last pallet out the truck, she like, "This guy just don't listen to me. Oh my God, what I'm gonna do with him?" I was like, "Fire me, bitch, so I can get the unemployment." They give me $8.75 a week. Get the unemployment for not working too. So next thing you know, she went in there. All of a sudden, she built like a mafia type situation here. Like all of a sudden, I see a bodyguard, and her and the warehouse manager went inside the kitchen, and there's a bodyguard. She used one of the female office, one of the bitches that work in the office to basically not let nobody in and shit like that. So I'm like, what this bitch gonna do now? She ain't got no respect for me. She went to call this chick named Joanna. She's like the manager of all the terminals all around the country. There's like 7, 8 terminals all around the country, and she runs them all. She calls her to get a hold of me and set up a meeting. I said, all right. Next thing you know, I went to the meeting, and it was like, I'm hearing there's a problem with you taking lunch. You're doing a great job. Let me let you know, you're doing a great job. But there's a problem with you taking. I said, look, man, well, there's a lot of traffic. And my coworker come back from lunch. I'll be a dirty dude if I left him here with all that traffic just so I can go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, she had a problem talking to me right. I don't like the way she talked to me. I don't take that from nobody. I'm sorry. I know you're the boss of all the terminals, but there's nothing you're going to say that's going to make me take that shit from her. Now, she needs the attitude adjustment. And now, if she continue talking to me like that, like I'm a little kid, no, not a minute less. And you know how she talks, I'm not the one. I'm sorry. I'm not the one. I'm a very respectful, humble person, and I expect the same respect. I don't care if you're boss or not. I don't get that shit from the owner. I'm going to get that shit from the manager. The owner owns this shit. He don't act like that with me, so how the fuck the manager's going to act like that with me? You know what I'm saying? So, oh, you're right. Everybody has to calm down. This job can get frustrated. The job only gets frustrated when she's getting on top of my ass about some dumb shit. Well, the truth is that you have to take a lunch when the schedule and all this. I said, what is it about the benefits of, like her personal issues, or is the benefit of the company? Because doing traffic, I like to continue working so I can slow down the traffic and then take a lunch. Well, apparently it's not like that because we have other workers that got scheduled to load containers and all this. So you want me to leave my coworker alone because another worker has a container to load? Excuse me. That makes no sense. If I can help with the traffic to die down, my coworker go help the other guy to load up his container. But I'm going for a whole hour doing the traffic. I'm going for how he's going to load. How he's going to load. When my coworker has to watch the door for a whole hour, he can't help him load. So if I stay at the door receiving, and he helps me out, but then at the same time, he helps him when he needs him to throw some shit, he goes over there and helps him, but I still stay at the door. The flow continues going until the traffic die out. Then we can go to lunch. What the fuck is the issue? So the boss, the bitch, the stupid bitch, the one that I'm talking about, she snitched on my warehouse manager. She said, the only reason you like taking a late lunch is because when you come back from lunch, it feels like you got less time to work. I said, what? That makes no sense. Time is time, and it's always gonna be ticking. So I don't know what. So that's why you've been after me, because you want me to feel miserable. You don't want me to feel that great. That if it was true, you don't want me to feel like, oh right, I got 3 hours or 2 hours left to work of job, so it feels good taking a late lunch because you only have a little bit of time left to go to work. Time is time. No matter if you take your lunch now or later, time is time. It's going to always feel the same. That bitch, I don't know where the fuck she got that. So I looked at my warehouse manager. I said, did I ever tell you that? I told you that. That shit don't even make no sense. Did I tell you that? This motherfucker, the faggot. Remember I told you I got a gay ass warehouse manager? The faggot. This motherfucker looked in my face and told me, yes, you did tell me that. Boy, I wanted to break that nigga jaw. I wanted to break that nigga jaw. This motherfucking faggot told me in my face that I told him that. But guess what? As soon as he said yes, he turned his head so fast because he really couldn't bear to look in my eyes and tell me that and make me believe that I told him that. Like, that shit repeats over in my head like, fuck the bitch, fuck all that. He's the one. Because he's the reason why she's like that. Over a lie, my nigga. This man never did no prison time, no jail time in his life. So he just spoke out of his ass. He don't know what it is to feel time. You know what I'm saying? I've been to jail, I've never been to prison. But jail, you do harder time than prison. Because prison, you got a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more freedom. A little bit more liberal in prison. In jail, county jail, you locked up, nigga. You only recreation once a week, nigga. But you locked up 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So, he don't know what it is to do time. Because, you know, he's a warehouse manager, so they spend their time on the phone, playing around, so their time goes by fast. Because they're on the phone, they're watching YouTube, he gets to leave, come back for 2-3 hours. You know, the bosses get to do what they do. They all become bosses just so they can have that little, you know, fuck over the company, low-key money, you know what I'm saying? So, he don't know what it is to do time. Because time is time, bro. You're going to feel every moment of that. And if I working, and I take a lunch break and I come back to work, how is my time going to go faster? I'm working. No matter if you feel like you work 10, 15 minutes, when you look at that clock, it's only been 30. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said that wrong. It might feel like you worked for like 2-3 hours. And when you look at that clock, it's only been 30 minutes. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know what it is to feel time and to do time. I did county time. I did that hard county time. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't no joke. Especially in the box. So he don't know. For him to say that had to be something he made up. Or maybe that's something that he do because he takes his lunch break at 2 o'clock. And he don't come back to work at 3. So maybe that's how he feels. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I always usually that's why she has a problem. We all supposed to be back by 1. But I usually take my lunch break at 1 so I can be back by 2. Because that's when the shit is dead. When I come back from heavy eating lunch, I don't want to come back to a traffic. When I come back, because, you know, it's an hour. When you work in a warehouse, there's a traffic peak. And my traffic starts from like 10:30 and it ends like around 1:30, around there. You know what I'm saying? Like that point right there. Then it pick up again. It don't pick up heavy, but I said like 10 trucks come like around from 3 to 4:30 type shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't work in the warehouse. They don't know when the fuck the traffic peak starts. So that's what I tell them. Like, y'all send us to fucking lunch at the wrong fucking time. This is just another episode of I Hate My Boss Part 2, my nigga. This gonna be episode 8? I don't even know what episode I'm on right now. I think I'm on episode 8. Yeah, this is Talk to Your Boy, episode 8. I gotta keep up with my episodes, man. I just be bugging. I do a lot of shit. I do too much shit. But like I said, no real shit. Next week, on Saturdays only, this show here is gonna be aired on Saturday. I ain't no longer doing nothing for Thursday. I have too much shit going on during the week that I have to air this show on Saturday. So, from now on, this show is going to be aired on Saturday. Saturday, 12 noon. I say noon. This show here is going to be aired on Saturday from now on. Saturday, 12 noon. Now, the Unapologetic Podcast show, that's going to be aired on Wednesdays, I say. The Unapologetic Podcast show will be aired on Wednesday. And that one there is going to be hosted by me, my boy Garamalo, and Jay Fields. The 3 unapologetic motherfuckers. We don't give a fuck, nigga. By the way, man, how y'all like my THC gear, man? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga J420. You know what I'm saying? Apex 305. Official Air, and your boy Mr. Chief Eli. You know what I'm saying? We shot a video this weekend. I want to give a shout out to everybody that was there. That, you know, shout out to my little sister, boss lady Destiny. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to my nigga Danny Brittman. What's up, nigga? Yeah, Danny 305. You know that's my nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in that video shoot, man. Without y'all, that wasn't gonna be possible, man. And shout outs to my nigga Max. You know what I'm saying? Max blessed us with the van for the video shoot. We shot 2 videos in one day, man. You know, everything was like a success. It was great, man. Everything was great. We had a couple technical difficulties, but you know, shit happens on the set. You know what I'm saying? But everything worked out great. Everything worked out as not according to plan, but it worked out. Let's just say it worked out. It's gonna work for the best, you know? And these videos, from what I saw little clips of it, how it's coming out, man, that shit is gonna be, y'all gonna love it. Sasson, nigga, it's gonna be straight up, you know what I'm saying? The 2 songs are real, it's real energetic. It's real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy that's going on right now with all the situation that's going on in the news and shit in our country, you know what I'm saying? So, it's called Give Me That Money. And you see what I'm saying? You like it? Look at the shirt, dog. Look at the shirt with the hat, you know what I'm saying? We did 2 joints. To Give Me That Money and Say It To My Face, you know what I'm saying? One video I was wearing this shit, the other video shoot I was wearing this shit. THC, you know what I'm saying? The Hispanic Connection. My point of view, this is what THC mean to Chief. Trees, hoes, and chicos, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tree hoes and chicos. THC, nigga, that's what that shit mean to me, nigga. But yeah, it's the Hispanic Connection. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shout out to everybody that showed the love back in the days. You know that time when I did them songs with Pitbull and Flo Rida and all that? Shout out to the motherfuckers that showed the love back then. I miss those fans. I wish I could find those fans. Those fans probably grandmas and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? And daddies and whatever. Those fans were real loyal to us back then. Like, we had this site called 305hiphop.com. That was like before MySpace, before Facebook. You know, when that site came out, I was amazed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh shit, that we could do this now. Let's just say I create a forum saying, who's the best rapper in Miami? Now you got everybody just writing on that shit. Oh, it's Chief, it's Pitt, it's Ross, Flo Rida, it's THC, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen that, I was like, oh shit. And I was what's that word? Illiterate? Yeah, computer illiterate back then. I didn't know how to do shit. I don't think I even knew how to turn it on. So I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, ooh, what the fuck? And then I said, hey yo, is there anything with my name in there? Cause you know, I wanted to see who's my fan. You know what I'm saying? It was like a fan page type shit, 305 Hip Hop. All the fans would log in and tell who their favorite Miami rapper was and shit. So I was like, yo, anybody wrote some anything there? You know what I'm saying? And there was I'll never forget La Rubia, dog. Shout out to Blondie, La Rubia, whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. He was like showed love. But when they Googled it, no, not Googled it, when they typed in my name, they looked for me to see if anybody talked about me. I popped up. I was like, oh shit. Talk about the song that I had on the radio called Keep It True. Yeah, I put a song on the radio on Part 96 called Keep It True. I had put out 2 different versions. I had put out the original hip hop version, and I said probably like 6 words in Spanish in that motherfucker. And Eddie Mix, shout out to DJ Eddie Mix, you know, from Prime 96. He called me over and told me like, come over to the station. So when I get to the station, he told me he wanted to remix this track in reggaeton. I was like, reggaeton? That's not a reggaeton track. He's like, yeah, but it could be. And I said, how? It's an English song, but I just said a few words in Spanish. He's like, yo, that'll work. You know, we need this crossover, you know, reggaeton. So speed up tempo track, and it's starting to get played here in the States, and maybe if you do something in English in it, so it'll work out for you. I'm like, I don't know, man. That shit ain't my vibe, but fuck it. If you want to do it, he's like, look, you're going to gain another extra 500-600 spins from me. I like, shit, nigga, run it. So they gave me, like I said, I'm going to tell you how this happened, though. Because they put the original record out. They played it. 13 chicks called that week. This is when people still were calling in. Can you please play that again so they can record it on the tape? So like 13 chicks called that week. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, can you play this song again, please? So Buddy called me over and he told me about the reggaeton version. I wasn't with it. I ain't gonna lie. But this is that he mixed, and he was telling me he's gonna give me extra mo spins. So I was like, fuck, I can use them because those are BDS reports. Now for the people who don't know who BDS reports, those are fucking, every time your record get played on the radio, the label checks on how many plays these rappers getting played, because that means they're getting hot and people's requesting them, and that's like the high demand type shit. So it's like a BDS report. They keep, it's like how the streaming works right now, how many views and plays you get. Well, that's how it was back then with the radios. It was the same shit, but a different way of monitoring the situation. So I was like, fuck it, I need the extra BDS report, you know, the extra BDS. So I was like, fuck it, man, you know, just go ahead and do what you gotta do. Right? He remixed it. He called me over again to the station. I heard the record. I honestly told him, Eddie Mix, no disrespect, but I don't like the way this shit sound. So, you know, this and that. Because he was trying to produce, I guess. He was just trying to produce. So I said, I'm not feeling this. And he was like, do you know? So I said, look, that's my producer right there. Quicksand, shout out to Quicksand. So him and Quicksand United came out with a more decent track, because I still didn't like this version, but it was more decent. And everybody voted yes, and I voted no, so I lost the vote on my own song. But, you know, you got people paying you for shit like this, so you got to go with the money go. That's the fucking part I hate. Because this ain't supposed to be business, it's supposed to be art. It's supposed to be creative, but, you know, they're making it to business because everybody take chances on you, and they got to spend money and take those chances on you, and they want to see results. And you can't be like, oh, this is hip hop, I don't want to fuck my... They want to see their money come back. So it's basically like, look, man, we got to do this. If we ain't going to do this, then you can't do no business type shit. So sometimes you got to make these kind of decisions that's kind of uncomfortable to get where you got to go. So I let it pass. The record went out, excuse me, and the fucked up thing about it, that it's a curse to me, because every time I try to Google or look for that record, keep it true, only the reggaeton fucked up whack version come out, and not the original. And the one that got released on the Part 96 compilation was the fucked up one, and not the original. You know what I'm saying? I was the only unsigned artist on that Part 96 compilation mixtape. It's called Reggaeton and Reggae Dance Hall 2004 mix, presented by Part 96 or some shit like that. And I was the only motherfucker that was unsigned. I'm talking about there was Tego Calderon, Evie Queen, fucking Elephant Man, Mr. Vegas, Sean Paul. You had all the great reggaeton and reggae artists on that one CD, that number 18. Your boy Chief Fila said it. Fuck it, I was 18, nigga. You know they gonna put me first when they got them big ass names. I went the last though, but shit, you know what I'm saying? I was number 18, but I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Not even Pitbull could get on that shit. And we sold 150,000 copies pre-order. I still wait for my check. I'm still waiting for the check for that shit. Yeah. But anyway, that happened. And sometimes you gotta make the decisions. And I can't get mad, and I could at the same time, because nothing came out of it. But I got my money back from doing shows and shit like that. But what I'm trying to say is that those BDS reports, sooner or later, Sony Latino called me from Santa Monica, California. They flew me out there. They flew us out there. And they told us that I was in the office. I was big ass. Fuck, that shit beautiful, man. Walking these labels and shit. Sat me down. They tried to give me $175,000 for 3 years. $175,000 for 3 years. The fuck I'm gonna do with that? At that time, Little John was charging $150,000 just for a beat. Fucking 50 Cent was the hottest rapper that was coming out that year. And you know that nigga was charging at least 60 to 80 racks for a feature. I couldn't even finish a song. Let's say I get a Lil Jon beat with 50 Cent feature on the Lil Jon beat. That's it. I'm broke after that, and I still owe 50 money. And I'm still going because I'm only had 25,000 left. Out of the 150, they give me 175. 150 go to Lil Jon, 25,000, and I'm owe 50 probably another 60 after that. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell the label, like, you have to cut him that check, and that's all the features, and that's all the features I'm gonna have on the album. Because y'all wanna cut me a little check. That's crazy. I'm telling you. So, guess what happened? I denied the deal. 175, I can't do that. I told her the best you can you give me at least like, 400,000, 500,000. You know what I'm saying? They were like, your spends didn't get that high enough. You right now spending like, you ranged around 175,000. I didn't understand. Oh, what the fuck you mean? Nigga, I got spends though. I still got it, and I'm gonna get some more. So the nigga said, look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna speak in your language. You know what I'm saying? He told me just like that, I'm gonna speak in your language. If I was the dope man, and you coming over to me asking me to front you a kilo, why would I do that if I know you can't sell it? I said, how you know I can't sell it? How about if I'm just the type of person that just don't want you to know my business? He said, it don't work out that way. You know that. And I looked at him. I said, oh shit, nigga, you from the hood. I said, look, yeah, you right. Because if a nigga in the block hustling, everybody gonna know he making money. You right. So he was like, yeah, and this game is the same way. If I know you can't sell, why would I give you all this money if I know I can't make it back? I said, but you know what? I got the chance to get them spins. I know how that shit work. I'll be back. I'm going to go out here and grind some more, and then I'll be back. He like, yeah, you do that. Grind a little bit more, get them numbers up, then come back. Maybe, you probably give you a meal if your numbers up there. I went back, grind. I'm not going to say what happened after that because I'm still cool with this person to this day. I grind and I grind and I grind. We had another deal. It was for a nice size deal. It was going to be a dope, good deal, great. But somebody went in there with their ego and fucked that deal up for me. Because they see how much work I put in on those streets that they figured they could put out these numbers that was outrageous that I wouldn't even sign myself if I would have offered that number to myself. So, your boy Chief Eli never got signed. Because you know why? You should never have a nigga represent your business, dog. Every man that exists, if you got a business to attend to, if you got a business, I think every man should handle his own business. That's why you see these rappers nowadays. Back in my days, it was talent. It was all about talent. But they got to discover you. Once they discover you, all you have to do is be the creative part and let the guys handle your business part. But keep an eye on them. But you gotta have guys to handle your business part because you can't wear hats for all of them. But before you make it there, I think you should handle your own business because you never know if the nigga working for you is a little jealous of you. And I'm not saying that's what it is in my case, but it could be. And never have a manager that's a rapper. Never. That's why I never like managing none of anybody I have under me. I just help them out. They call me their manager or whatever, but I just help them out. I don't like managing people because I also am a rapper. And I don't rap no. I rap, but I don't try to get. I'm not trying to get a deal no more. I just do it for a hobby. This is what I'm doing right here for the bread. You know what I'm saying? And my job with the fucking bitch, of course. But I'm working on it. Hold on, dog. Yeah. I know it's gonna be a time that I ain't gotta work with this bitch no more. I just can do this full time, and whatever I do, the side ventures I do for money, it's gonna work out fine for me soon. I already know, because I might be spreading my wings out too far, but out of all these little ventures I got going, something gotta give. This episode is not really like on some comedy shit or nothing like that, because I ain't really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a lot of things going on in my personal life. I'm not going to share that with you because I don't show weakness. You know what I'm saying? I don't show weakness. You never know when I got shit going. But I got shit going on in my personal life that's going to get dealt with. It's going to get dealt with soon, so I just want to let y'all know that if you ever feel like you're going through some issues where you feel like it's all going to be over for you, sometimes I still feel like that. But I hang in there, my nigga. I hang in there. I lose focus a lot. I be slipping. But I know God got me somewhere down this road, though. The devil be taking control of me too much. So, all I'm saying is that I'm going to cut this shit short because I tell you, shit happened. I want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I salute y'all for watching my show. I don't even know what episode I'm on, but I believe this is episode 8. I'll talk to your boy Podcast. And I love y'all, dog. But I gotta get up with y'all because I got something to do. I gotta handle some business. So I'm cutting this shit short. This is the shortest episode I got. Hey, hold on. I'm not gonna press the button yet. In the futures, when I do giveaways, right? Excuse me, goddamn. In the future, when I do giveaways, y'all niggas better be memorizing the shit that I be doing on these shows, because I'm gonna be asking questions about the shit I be doing on this show. Like, for instance, this show might be the shortest episode I make, right? So in the future, I might give a giveaway that'd be like when I get an episode 20 or 30 or some shit, I might say like, here's 1,000, depending, situation, depending. $1,000 gift card or $1,000 prize winner or whatever the fuck the case may be. It could be $100, $50, whatever. But you have to tell me what is the shortest episode I ever did. And if you really a fan, you will know. So, this is your boy Chief Eli, and thank you for watching Talk to Your Boy Podcast Show, Episode 8, and I'm out.